Tomorrow marks 75 years since Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy. Nearly 20,000 people are expected at the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford for a special ceremony tomorrow marking the occasion. 10 News reporter Jessica Jewell shows us how the memorial is getting ready for the historic day.
Final preparations are underway here at the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford for the 75th anniversary tomorrow. It's the biggest anniversary since the memorial opened and a final salute to our World War II veterans, likely gathering as a group for the last time. Workers putting the finishing touches on the National D-Day Memorial ahead of an historic day.
It'll be breathtaking. Yes, it will.
Chairs set up for the nearly 20,000 guests expected, tents in place for the more than 100 World War II veterans, and pilots ready for a special aerial tribute, flying planes like those used on D-Day right over the memorial.
It'll be touching. I guarantee it won't be a dry eye in the cockpit. I'm getting choked up now.
Lots of people visited the memorial Wednesday to beat the crowds. A powerful tribute for anyone, but for one guest,
adopted a Bedford boy.
This scene is more than just a memorial. It's a vivid memory.
Omaha Beach, first wave.
Hillman Prestridge was in one of the first boats right beside the Bedford boys.
I remember when they dropped the gate.
And he remembers what came next. The gunfire that erupted, taking so many of his friends' lives, but Prestridge was spared.
I went overboard, and the sailor had put us in water, maybe waist deep, was what saved me.
Now the 94-year-old veteran visits the memorial each anniversary to reflect on the day he stormed the beach and pay tribute to those who didn't make it back home.
If you'd been where I was, where the other boys was, you'd be here too.
Reuniting what's left of the greatest generation 75 years later. In Bedford, Jessica Jewell, 10 News, working for you.